How does one meet aggression and psychological attack from a close relative from whom one cannot escape? How does one meet aggression and psychological attack from a close relative from whom one cannot escape? Are we all like that? I can't escape from my guru because I've committed myself to him or her, and I've given all of my money to him. Sir, don't laugh, this is taking place now. Somebody sent an article in French, highly amusing, so laughable, really funny. It says, how to become a good guru. It's very cleverly written, and I hope it will be printed in English. Psychological attack. What does that mean? To be attacked psychologically, inwardly. When you are with a close friend or relative, psychologically, inwardly, there is all this pressure going on between the two. You know all this, I don't have to tell you. Always trying to do something about the other, attacking subtly, physically, or through innuendo, or through subtle word gesture. You're always trying to push the other into a certain pattern. Right? This is common, isn't it? Now the questioner says, what is one to do? I'm living with you in the same house, and you are bombarding me, I'm bombarding you. Not only with words and gesture, but even a look, a feeling of irritation, and so on. What will you do not to be wounded, not to be pushed around psychologically? You may depend on that person financially. You may depend on that person for various psychological reasons. And the moment you depend, you become a slave, right? The moment you are attached, then you are a goner. Don't look, if I may suggest, at somebody else, but let's look at ourselves. If I'm attached to you as the audience, then I'm lost. Then I depend on you for my satisfaction, comfort, reputation, for my physical well-being too. But if I don't depend on you, I have to find out why I don't depend on you. That means not only on you, I don't depend on anything. I want to find out it's true. I may not show it to my close relative. I want to find out for myself whether It is possible living in the same room, same house, husband, wife, relative, and so on, to be totally impregnable. Not build a wall around oneself. That's fairly simple. You understand? I can build a wall around myself, Mr. Sir, and be polite about it, soft about it, and say very affectionate, but it's still a wall. That means limitation. So is it possible for me to live vulnerably? Go on, think it out, sirs. And yet not be wounded. Highly sensitive, not be in any way responding according to my attachment. You understand? Go on, sirs, think it out. And if one is dependent on another financially, that becomes rather dangerous. Most of us are in this position. Do you want me to go on with this? If I'm dependent financially on you, God forbid I'm not, but if I am dependent on you, what happens between us? You then have the whip in your hand. Not only financially, but go further into it. Is it possible to live with another on whom I am financially dependent, and know I am dependent because I can't do anything else? Right? I can't start a new career. If I'm quite young, I could probably do it. But if I'm 60, 50, or even 70 or 90, then you can't start a new career. So what shall I do? God said, I'm not. What will you do? So, where do I draw the line of dependency? You understand my question? You understand my question? Psychologically, I won't depend. That's not for myself. I won't depend on anybody, or on anything, or on any past experience, all the rest of that rubbish. There's no dependence. But if one is dependent financially, where do I draw the line so that, being rather oldish, you say, sorry, I have to put up with it, right? I have to put up with it. I can't start a new game. So, how deep is that line? You understand my question? Is it just superficial? You understand? Or the line has great depth? Obviously very superficial. No, I don't mind. Right? So what is important in this question is, if one understands it rightly, freedom. Freedom is absolutely necessary. But I depend on the milkman, on the supermarket, postman and so on. Otherwise, psychologically, I don't depend. I must be very clear on this. So I draw the line very, very superficially without any depth.